All right, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Sunday, happy new week of trading or just week in the markets. Let's make some money out here. You know how to do. First and foremost, I go through news. I didn't go through news last week, which it's just whatever, because I can always check it later. But yeah, but I'm gonna go through news this week. So first, no news Monday or Tuesday, or high impact news, I should say. There might be medium impact, there might be low impact news, but me personally, I don't look at that. I only look at the high impact news. And so Wednesday, we have Canadian dollar news, which is the rate statement, and then overnight rate. It's just going to be at 9 a.m. I don't know what this overnight rate is. Give me a second. Trade which major financial institute borrow and lend overnight funds between themselves. Oh, it's just like, anyways, I guess they're just doing how they change their rates overnight or whatever. I'm guessing for currency conversion, I'm supposing. I don't know. But anyways, Thursday, 6:45 a.m. we have EURUSD. Euro news, which is refinancing rate and monetary policy statement. 7:30 on Thursday, we have press conference. Most likely, this is the news that you want to watch. It's usually behind these like refinancing rate events that the 7:31 is where price may move a little more volatile than at 6:45. And then on Thursday, same day, we have Canadian news, and it's just governor speaking, I'm supposing. And that looks like for it for now. Sometimes I've seen where there be added news events on here throughout the week, but for now, that's all that there is. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that out, and I'm gonna get started on the charts on my video. And first, I'm gonna start on just the regular charts, because, like I said, it just for me personally is just a little better for me to be able to trade on this than, to get a bigger picture of what's going on and then going on to the arbitrage indicator. So what I'm looking for right now to see is, like, I see that price has came in. It's not necessarily broken. Well, it kind of has. It's broken through this zone right here. And what I want to see on it is for price to respect this and continue going to the upside, as of per last week when we took the bullish move on the DXY. Now, my main concern of this, though, is that what I wanted to see on the 1 hour time frame, well, not what I wanted to see, but on the 1 hour time frame, we have from this bullish push, I wanted to kind of see price come back down and retest at 92.26 before going any further higher. But at the same time, and I'm only saying that because, well, one, of course, the Fibonacci, like 61.8 and 71%, those are what I usually look for to get into trades. But it's kind of still like a break and retest type of thing, like price broke through. It did break, it retested like very small, then it went bullish, but I still want to see it drop, But price might just consolidate right here, then keep going to the upside. So I'm kind of watching the DXY on that. Let me go on to the arbitrage indicator, see what it's talking about. And so on the daily time frame, price looks like it's actually starting to get ready to set up for a buy potentially. I do see the RSI line right here, and I do see how price is currently over the momentum, which is the blue line, and the red line. Sorry, the momentum is the red line, and the compass is the blue line. So again, same thing. It's kind of like I'm watching the same zone that I drew on the other indicator. On the other part of the screen. And I want to see if price is going to keep going, and if it's going to go and break through this RSI line right here on the daily, right? On the 4-hour time frame, we did have this bullish move, and then I would usually say is I want to see a retest of this RSI line for a continuation to the upside, which I still do want to see that. Definitely want to see price come down lower to go and create a higher high. So that's what I'm looking for on the DXY. But of course, you want to wait and see what happens. On the hourly time frame on the DXY, it looks kind of like price is under the RSI line. Now, I don't know what happened in this candle right here when the market opened. It just looked bullish as heck, but then it's back down over here. So I don't know if it's that due to trading view or if that's actually how the market opened or whatever. But anyways, right now price is currently under this RSI line right here. If I see price start to creep down a little lower, then I would definitely suspect that it's going to come down, and even come down, and by the time it comes down over here, this 2 deviations would probably meet up with this setup that I have over here. So that's what I'm looking for on the DXY right now. But overall, I am bullish on it. I do want to see if it's going to, let me come back over here. I do want to see if it's going to come and break through these highs this week, although I do have my suspicion that it might just consolidate a little bit. On the hourly time frame, like I said, I don't like this candle that I saw right here, so I'm not even going to regard it. So let's go ahead and go on to EURUSD. I don't know why I'm typing it when I have it on my watch list right here. So I'm going to put, DXY on the red for right now, just watching it. All right, so EURUSD, basically kind of the same thing, right? I see that it came to this zone right here. Well, not even down over there. Let me put it over here. Right, so price had sold down from all the way down over here, and it came and rejected off of this support right here, right? And if I just go ahead and kind of do the same thing and put a wick on for the Fibonacci retracement, I kind of want to see price come back up over here. Like it's the same thing with the DXY. I kind of want to see price come back up to these where I have this recent high at, although it's not the recent equal high any longer, but kind of want to see price come back up there. Right now, it's kind of weird how on the 1 hour time frame, I'm kind of seeing inverted head and shoulders. It's not really actual. I mean, no matter what, you can call anything an actual inverted head and shoulders, but there you go. Basically, what I'm looking at right now, I'm just going to erase this because I don't like using inverted head and shoulders like that, is that there's this support right here, basically, that I'm watching if price is going to respect to go bullish, because this is the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. If it respects this, then it'll go bullish. So I kind of do expect the DX, or not the DXY, EURUSD to kind of pull back. I would love for it to come to these recent equal highs for a potential continuation to the downside. But if it does break through this, if it does like go any lower, then I'm not gonna obviously keep buying, right? So oops, let me not do that. Let's go on to arbitrage, and I did the same thing. All right. All right, so yeah, you see on the 1 hour arbitrage, let me actually get rid of all this. Do that. All right, so on the 1 hour, we see that price is kind of making as if it doesn't know if it wants to go bullish or not. Right now, I'm seeing the level pro. I do see both the arbitrage and the RSI lines. The black one is the RSI line. The yellow-ish one is the arbitrage line. I do see that it's over the ground zero. And likewise with the arbitrage Z, I do see that price is like right at ground zero. So I'm kind of watching if price is going to go bullish, and it is on the 1 hour making this buy right here. But like I mentioned, if it does break anything, if it does go any lower than this, then I'm not going to obviously buy. I'm just going to leave it alone. So yeah, I'm kind of actually seeing. Let me go on the 4 hour real quick and see what it's saying. Yeah, and I still like. I don't know if anybody remembers, but from last week I kind of said that I wanted to see price come up to the RSI line, or even possibly to the upper danger zone right here, and then drop, and then continue to drop. Which, if I let me put a Fibonacci on this, I'm pretty sure this might be the 61.8 right here, and it looks like it's at a that's like 1.1900. I like that as a like a bank level, if you will. So it misses it a little bit, like a little slightly higher. So yeah, like around up here, that's why I'm kind of looking for Euro USD to kind of do. But as of right now, like I said, I'm just gonna wait. I'm looking bullish, so if what I'm just gonna be honest, probably gonna look for a quick scalp buy, nothing too crazy, take it to the upside, and like I mentioned, if it breaks through this low right here, I'm getting out, and I'll just be like, all right, it is what it is. If it breaks through this low at 1.18250, I'm out of there. Just a quick buy, nothing too crazy, and I'll take it up to 1.1900. But overall, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty 1.1900. It's a very likelihood that price could jump up there, but 1.1900 ish would be kind of better, honestly. Looking at it from both this chart and also on arbitrage. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this as a red, because that's watching. It's like nothing that I'm really necessarily excited to try to get into. It's not my ideal setup, but I might, like I said, get into a quick scalp buy for it. So that's for Euro USD. I'm gonna go on ahead to GBPUSD. Let me actually do that right now. I do like to buy. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so GBPUSD, I was in this. Well, I didn't get into this sell, unfortunately. It was an awesome sell, if I may add. It looks pretty good. And likewise with the US dollar, I mean with Euro USD, I kind of do see GBPUSD pushing to the upside a little bit. Let me get rid of this because this was last week's move and we missed it, so it doesn't even matter. Or I missed it. I don't know if anybody else did, so it doesn't really matter. me see. Gonna go on the weekly time frame real quick. Okay, this is what I wanted. There we go. All right. So on GU, I do see this huge like reversal candle right here that's pointing to the downside for on the daily time frame. But then price came and it rejected off of this support down here, right? And what I like about this push to the upside is that look at price came and hit the 71% perfectly and then went bullish. It's kind of crazy, huh? So I'm kind of expecting GU to push up to the upside as well, just like how EU, I'm expecting that. I'm kind of expecting the same thing for GU, and same thing as with EURUSD. I'm seeing this kind of inverted head and shoulders thing. Well, not thing, but I'm seeing this inverted head and shoulders right here. But obviously, like I mentioned, if price breaks anything lower than these, then I would just get out of the GU. So that's another buy opportunity. Personally speaking, I would just look to I'm like for me personally, I'm just looking to buy up to right here, and then I'll see what happens next up. Like I just kind of don't necessarily think that price is gonna sell as of yet, especially with how price came down and literally rejected off of here and then gave this candle. I think it probably might go and create a higher high because that's all GU has been doing. It's just been creating higher highs. It's like from this low, mid high, lower high, higher high. Well, it consolidated right there. So actually no, it made this low, high, lower high. I mean, yes, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, question mark, or higher equal. That's what higher equal. That's what I call that. And then made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So it's been bullish. I have no reason to say that it's gonna go bearish until, I mean, if it breaks through this right here, then that's how I'll know that for sure it's gonna go bearish. But for now, no, it's still in an uptrend. So that's for GBPUSD on this chart. Let me go on the 4 hour real quick just to clarify with what I'm seeing. Yeah, bro, it even breaks structure right here. If it would have broke this structure where it's the 71, then I would have reconsidered that it might not go bullish. But I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go into a buy. So let me go into GBPUSD. It feels so much better. Okay. So with GU though, on an arbitrage, the 4 hour, it did call for the sell. Price did push up. It didn't necessarily hit the RSI line, but it did come in that regular zone and then it came down. But right now it's at this mean line. So it's just same thing as I mentioned. Let me go on the 1 hour. Yeah, and it called for the sell right here. So unless it breaks through like this low, which is like what, like 10 pips away from where it's at, then that's when I'll be like, okay, I'll get out of a GU buy. But as for right now, I'm kind of bullish until it breaks 1.32400. I'm bullish on it, which, like I said, it's like what, 5 to 10 pips. It's literally like 7.7 pips away. So if it breaks here, then get out. Risk 7 pips if you want to get into a buy. Why not? You know. So that's with GU. I'm actually gonna set up an alert on GU, but first I want to clear my alerts, make sure delete all inactive if there's any inactive. delete all. All right, then set up arbitrage, GBPUSD, long entrance, and that would give me a better, oh, well, I could either, if you're going to take the risky buy right now, then there's that, or you could take the conservative buy with that long entrance. So we'll wait on that and see how the GU plays out. But like I mentioned, I am kind of bullish on it for now. Oops, why am I going on the daily? I kind of want to see how it'll handle coming back up here for sure, to see if it's gonna come back up and then drop some more, or what's gonna happen with it. But I'm not bearish on it quite yet. So that's on GU. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on red as well until it gives me that alert. If it gives me the alert, then I'm like, okay, let's do this. I'll get into the buy. Oops, I'm tripping. There we go. All right, so let's go on over to AUDUSD. All right, so this trade, I'm still in this trade. And I do love seeing that 4-hour sell. Let me go on here. Sorry, I forgot to check. Well, not check, but I forgot to just come over to this side. Ooh, that felt good. All right, so I'm still in this sell. Let me get rid of this first position because it never activated. And I'm going to hide this. So I do like to sell on AU. I took profits. I took some profits right here. It's still dropping, but what I do expect to see is if price is going to either come up here and reject and go to the downside, or if it's going to come up any higher, like up to right here and then drop, which I kind of am more in favor of, because if you look at it from this drop right here all the way to the wick, you can see this is where the 71% is at and 61.8. Now I do like it right here because it's kind of like the 50% fib, but I never trade off of that. As you can see, it's not even on here. But yeah, so I do want to see it come up to 73 or 0.73500 area and then drop. That would be more ideal for me personally to get into another sell. I'm gonna leave this as a swing trade. Like I said, I've already taken a good amount of profits off of this. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm just gonna, if it does come back up here and respects it, then I'm just gonna add another position and then keep taking it to the downside. I do like this sell right now. Go on to arbitrage, and likewise with here. What I would, if I was just looking on arbitrage, I do see that a potential buy is coming off right here, and I do see that this is definitely like in bearish territory right now. But what most likely is going to happen is a push to the upside, which is at 73.300. But I would rather see, like I mentioned, 73,500 get hit, and then for price to continue dropping to the downside. That's what I'm looking for. Ooh, let me get rid of this so that it can be bigger. That's what I'm looking at for AUDUSD. I am gonna set an exit alert on this trade because, like I did mention, I am swinging this trade. I got in all the way at the highest, so I'm swinging it. But I am gonna go ahead and set the alert for the exit. And this is on the 4-hour time frame, so it'll probably take like at least 2 or 3 days before it tells me. Well, not 2 or 3, but it could take at least probably a day or two to alert me to tell me to get out. But like I said, it's a swing trade. It's not really something that I'm worried about. So that's for AU though. Let me go into the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, the 1 hour already called for the buy, and it retested this line. Yeah, I'm going to probably actually get into this trade. And same thing, it kind of looks like inverted head and shoulders. So I'm going to get into this AU trade, and I'm also going to set the. I'm still in the sell, but I'm hedging it, right? I'm going to take it both ways. So I'm going to set this alert for a long exit all, create. And so I have AUD. I meant to make this a short exit all, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why I left it as a long exit. Short exit all, save, there we go. And then I have the long exit all for this one because I'm getting into this buy right now. And so, and I don't mind getting into it right here. 45 pips for 28. I don't like those odds, but I'm actually taking it up here, but I don't like those odds. Let me see what it is right now. Okay, so this is the 1 to 2. I'm okay with taking 1 to 2s. This is not my most favorite, but like I said, this is just a hedge. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this buy right now. AUDUSD 0.72562 0.7. I do want to see price go up to 0.7500. So I'm actually going to make this 4-hour time frame. Actually, yeah, I'll take it up there. I'm okay with taking it up to 0.73440. I'm okay with taking it. And let's see how that plays out. Now, again, for us to get worked out of this, super realistic, but I don't want to take a chance and for price to continue dropping. So I'm okay with like getting wicked out at this 29 pips right here, or 30 pips, whatever you want to call it. I'm okay with that. It'll just be, let's see if we get back in, and we can get back in there and then get even more pips than that. So let's see how that plays out. But we won't even have to wait for that because we have the exit alert. So that's for AU. Let's go on to GA. I mean, and I'm actually gonna add, like I said, I did say it last week, but I'm gonna add another pair onto here. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 pairs to trade that I'll be looking at like on a weekly basis. All right, so GA. Right now, GA, ooh, I am liking where GA is at right now, especially on the 1 hour time frame. I might be getting some. Okay, let's see. Let's look at this on the 4 hour actually, because the 4 hour will be able to give me a better indication of what I want. Most likely GA is gonna drop. It is currently looking like it's gonna drop for sure on. I mean, on the 4 hour time frame, it does look like a break and retest of this RSI line, and I do like seeing that. But it looks like price. I mean, right now price is currently over it, but it looks like price could potentially drop. Me personally, I do. Yeah, everything right now is kind of like looking like it's facing towards the downside. And if you look at the daily time frame, you can see that price is struggling to even stay over the RSI line on the daily time frame. So I am expecting GA to drop. I don't know why I did it backwards, but it's okay. Let me look at the chart real quick. I mean, the naked chart. All right. Let me go on the 1 hour real quick. All right, so on a daily, what I liked that I saw on GA was that I saw this bullish move to the upside, and then respected it, came down, came up again, hit it again, then came down to retest this broken structure that it had broken through. So I did like seeing that. But right now, all I'm thinking is this is just on a downtrend at this point, because dang, I don't like how it looks like that here. Let me do this real quick. I don't like where necessarily price is at right here, right? Like I'd rather try to take a trade like this if it was down here or up here. Don't really care for it right here at this very moment. I'll go ahead and just do a fib. Technically, it's from right here to there. I don't really care for how GA looks right now. Looking at this chart right now, to be completely honest with you, because I do see this zone right here. Oops, I did not want to use that. I do see the zone. I actually like this down here better for it to be broken. But I do see this, and I'm just kind of like, price could potentially go bullish if it respects this. But again, right now on the 4 hour, it is still over the RSI line, and on the daily time frame, it is over the RSI line. And on the 1 hour time frame, time frame, we see that price is right here at the lower danger zone. So right now it could go anywhere, but I'm just, like I said, I'm not really too crazy over trying to buy it right now when everything over here right now is telling me it's going to sell. And AUDUSD looks like it's going to buy. So it's kind of, I still always have that in the back of my head. So I'm just going to watch it for right now. Just going to really watch it. And what I would do is I'm going to set an alert down here on this chart, and for it to tell me that it's crossing this ray creates. So if it crosses 1.816672, then I'll be like, okay, yes, it's gonna start dropping. But as of right now, not really feeling it. Want to wait and see what happens. All right, so that is with GA. Let's look at EURAUD. Okay, so this was last week's trade on EA. EA, I do like where I'm seeing right here, this retest. I would more prefer price. It already came down here. Let me see what this fib is looking like on the 1 hour first before I go to the. I don't want it to come down here. All right, so EA, it came up. I love this bullish candle. I love seeing that, and it's retesting this previous zone where it was struggling to break through previously. Right now, I'm bullish on EA personally. I hate being bearish on GA and then bullish on EA. I like it when I'm on the same page with both of them. But yeah, I like seeing this huge bullish engulfing candle. It's telling me that price is gonna most likely continue to the upside, and especially where it's at currently. But just like with GA, I'm just gonna go ahead and set this alert. And if it does break through here, then I would reconsider and look for a different type of setup on it. Create. I'm pretty sure on the arbitrage indicator for EA, I'm pretty sure it's telling me something very similar to what GA is showing me that it's selling. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that daily. Yeah, look at that. Boom. 1 hour broke retest, and it's going to continue selling. I'm glad I looked at that. I personally like the sell. So yeah, I do. I'm not even gonna go against arbitrage. I would rather sell it than buy it. And then if anything, hey, I have the alert right here telling me to get out of the sell. But right now arbitrage is telling me on the 1 hour time frame, let's go short. And if you look at the daily time frame, oops, did not mean long exit all. Short exit all. There you go. So EURAUD, I like to sell on it right now. Even to down here at 1.671, I don't. It's not a bad sell. It really isn't. But most likely, what it's going to come down to is just 1.6200, which is a nice level, and then go bullish. So 1.6200, I'm gonna have. If I'm going to get into the sell, I'm going to go ahead and set that like as a TP1 type of thing. Here, let me actually do this. So my stop loss will be right there. TP right there. It's going to be like a more of a scalp for me personally than anything. Definitely is not going to be up there. Probably going to be like what right there. So what I'm looking for really is as soon as price gets to 1.6200, I'm just putting my stop loss at break even, taking like 80% of my profits and letting the trade ride. But it's the risk reward isn't that great. It's like a 1 to 5, 1 to 6. It's a 1 to 6. You're risking 55 pips for 88 pips. Like I said, I'm already just gonna let me look at the alerts just to make sure it's there. Why is there 2 of these? Whatever, I'm not worried about it. But let me set up another alert to tell me to exit this sell. EURAUD. Short exit all. And create. But like I said, I'm going to get into this EA sell. It's going to be like a quick scalp type of thing. Nothing too crazy. All right. Let's go on ahead to, oops, EURGBP. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close. First of all, my this second position that I added, I'm gonna go ahead and close it now, and I'm okay with taking my profits. This trade that I got into the first position on EG, I'm gonna go ahead and set that at break even. I still think that EG can come up over here to this where this zone that I broke for like a retest. But I do know that price is struggling right now to currently break through this zone that we have here. So until this zone gets broken, prices might most likely come and break like and hit this at break even for EURGBP. And that's okay. That's totally fine if it does. But I'm still gonna hold the trade regardless. You know, I'm not gonna get out for any reason. I'm still in it. And so yeah. If my break even gets hit, then I'll try to get back in it. I don't mind for break even ever to get hit. It's never a loss. On the 1 hour time frame, price is calling for that buy. So again, I'm holding this position. I'm gonna go ahead and set an alert though to tell me to get, if it does tell me to get out, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just take my profits that I have, or long exit all. Creates 4-hour time frame on EG. I like what it's showing me. Showing me it's buying. I love seeing those that green candle showing me that it's still in buyers territory. So I'm still in this buy. Like I said, like I don't really see any reason for me to get out. I just got out of that other trade because I wanted to take my profits. So, but yeah, I'm still in this EG trade, and like I mentioned, until the 1 hour tells me to get out, I'm staying in this trade. Daily time frame, like I said, it looks ugly. I'm just taking price to 0.899800 ish, or 0.900, and then we'll see what happens from there. So that's on EG. Hey, and if you want, you can totally buy the breakout. If price starts to break out to the upside, you could totally take that. So I'm still in that. EURNZD, let's take a look at it. All right, so first of all, remove drawings. Remove drawings. EURNZD. Okay. Now I really like where EURNZD is at, because I was watching for this. I was literally okay. I thought price. I thought like when this drop happened, that price was going to come back up and hit here before coming back down again. But I do, like I said, I like what I'm seeing here, because we got the break, and this is a retest. This is why I put this right here, because I thought it was going to come up here before it dropped down, but it didn't. It just ended up keep dropping some more. Happy to see that. So right now, and especially me seeing, let me put this a little lower, right there. And especially with me seeing this on the daily time frame, it just makes me want to continue with the buy, because price, it was on the downtrend. It broke through this structure right here, went to the upside, retested it, came down, gave a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, and now I expect this to keep, like, make a higher high. I do genuinely think that EURNZD might go into a bullish move here. So what I'm going to do is muted myself by accident. Let's go into the 1 hour time frame. I'm pretty sure it already called for the buy. Oh, called for the sell. Nice. Well, all I'm going to do is just whenever it calls for the buy, I'll get into that, because that's what I'm looking at for the most part for me right now. And also me seeing how the 4 hour looked. Now, this is also a possibility what EN can do right here. Could just push to the upside, then continue down here. And so, oops, didn't mean to go on to that one, meant to go on here. Come on now. Don't be shy. There we go. So right now, I don't know if anybody can tell, on the 4 hour, it did give off this sell. It did give off this. It gave the buy first, and then it said sell. But I do like the Atlas. It's still showing that this could is still gonna stay like buying. But what I'm gonna do instead, this I'm just gonna change it up a little bit. No, I'm not gonna use my regular charts that I've been using or my alerts that I've been using. What I'm gonna do is go to the Atlas, and what I'm going to do is going to put where is it? Sell trend, background red. So once that turns red, that's when I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of a EURNZD buy. But I am bullish on EURNZD until usually, well, not even usually, until it breaks this low of 1.7600. I'm literally still buying EURNZD, and I'll see what it does up here at 1.788200th. And if price rejects off of there and then goes down, then hey, that's what it does. So watching that. Oops, wrong place to go. I wanted to come to the 1 hour. But yeah, I do see this sell, and if price respects that RSI line, which it might do tonight, then hey, for sure take it down. But if it calls for that buy, I'm getting into the buy. That's just me personally. So I'm gonna wait on that, have it on red for now, and we'll see what happens. I'm pissed that I missed all these this whole sell last weekend, but I think price is gonna start trying to go bullish again for the meantime. But let me go on here first. What trade is this? I don't remember marking that up at all. Hold on. Date stamp. Let me see. Or I could just come on here. There we go. Yeah, I was like, I don't ever remember charting that up. Well, I do remember it, but just not as of recent. All right, so daily time frame on Ripple, I had drawn. Let me put this actually a little lower. All right, so I have Ripple right here at this main zone, and it looks like if this is what I like seeing this price came up a little higher, then it dropped down low. This looks like it might be retesting this previous structure that it broke, right? And so I like seeing that it did respect that. And I think not even what I think, I want price to go to the upside. I am bullish right now on the cryptos right now. Like, and even there's this one other dude that me and him, well, he started a little later than me trading, but he said the same thing. And I usually like what his analysis is. And likewise on the 1 hour, look, I got the 1 hour calling for the buy. Just set that alert. Tell me when to exit, but I'm going to buy this. I like the buy on Ripple right now. Arbitrage, long exit all. If it tells me to get out, hey, I'll take my small loss and look to get back in later on. Oh, of course I have too many alerts on. So what's this one? Oh, okay, I know what it is. It's that right there. It's this line right here. Yeah. Fuck that. I'd rather have Ripple than have that right now. I have an alert when they tell me when to get out of it, so I'm good. And of course, I went to the wrong chart. Oh, well, doesn't matter on this one, I guess. So remove drawings. Let me just go back here. So yeah, I'm gonna set this alert to tell me when to get out of Ripple, because I like to buy. Long exit all, create, and I'm more than confident that Bitcoin is doing a very similar thing. Yeah, called for it, faked out for the sell, called for the buy, retested it. Let me go on here real quick. All right, so for Bitcoin, I did mention that I kind of did think that price might come back down to 9,400, but I have my doubts with that, and the reason why. Get out of here real quick. If you can see, this price had broken through the structure where it obviously had failed to break through, went up, went bullish, then hit 12K, then came right back down, and it's respecting that previous zone that it did break. I want to see price continue to the upside, because this just looks like a break and retest to me, unless it does break anything lower than 10,000. And even if it comes back down to 9,400, then I'll be like, okay, maybe I'm not bullish on it right now. But yeah, I like the odds of buying Bitcoin. I know that Peyton, he had bought down here. He got a quick buy, got out real quick, and then it dropped some more a little bit. But yeah, I like the buy. I like the buys right here for sure. Going back up to make a higher high even. Here, let me even go on to the other chart. I would like for price for the long term. This is for like probably I don't know how long, but I do like price to go and make a higher high. But these are the next targets at 11,000 and 12,000. Those are our next targets. Let's go on to here. Like I said, with Bitcoin on the 1 hour, it looks very similar to Ripple. And like I would like to see 11,000, even if 11,500 came and got retested, that'd be perfect to see if price is going to continue selling. I'm going to go ahead and I can't set an alert because I've hit my alert limits apparently, but Bitcoin, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on it. I think it's going to go into a bullish move. All right, let's look at some gold. So gold. I'm torn. You know what? Let me see something real quick. I do know that I did a markup on gold, and I'm not sure if I did it on that chart or if it's on this one over here. Dang, price did almost come in at 1915 again. Damn, that's too bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. All right, so gold currently gold. It's hard to say if what price is gonna do right now, because price did almost come back and hit 1915. It was like what? It was a pip. 1916.696. It was like what, like 17 pips away from coming to 1915. As of right now, all I can say that price is currently just consolidating between 1915 and 1972 right now, realistically speaking. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even want to try to trade gold or anything right here as of right now, except if you do take this past candle right here and measure that, came up to the 61.8. I don't know. I don't like the chart, right? I don't like where it's at right now. I'd rather have it at 1915 or 1972 to play off of. But on arbitrage, on the 1 hour time frame, price is calling for that buy. And it is respecting this zone that I have right here. I still do think it can go down to 1915 eventually. But gold on the daily time frame is calling for that sell. So you want to watch it long term. If that sell is accurate, then yeah, you don't want to be trying to buy it right now. But hey, gold, I don't trade it. Like I said, I'm just looking for a price to go back down to 1915, honestly, and then see what it'll do off of there. But if you're down to if you're down to try to buy it, then hey, if it breaks through 1927, I'm out of there, personally. All right, let's look at. Oh, this hurt my feelings so bad. This hurt my feelings so bad. Last week. All right, so I was trying to sell this, but it never did that. And all I'm seeing right now is that it's retesting this previous broken zone that it broke through when it went to the upside. I think that it's going to end up going bullish. And yeah, that's just what I see on XPX 500 right now. But we'll see how this goes, because I'm not gonna just try to trade it right here. 15-minute time frame, I'm pretty sure it's calling for a buy. Yeah, there you go. It did just call for this buy, but it's just like playing around right now. But I am bullish on S&P to potentially keep going to the upside, maybe even past 3,515. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now for the S&P. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of very similar to the Dow Jones. Yep, it broke through this previous zone. Ooh, this played out perfectly. Too bad I didn't get into that, but come on. I gotta skedaddle. But yeah, came back retesting this zone. 15-minute time frame is calling for the buy. I'm definitely bullish on the Dow Jones and the S&P until it breaks through those zones. And if it breaks through the zone, then hey, we might have a part 2 of an epic drop coming. So that's for the S&P and Dow Jones. I'm bullish on them. I'm just gonna put them at yellow. Gold, I'm not really looking at it at all. And then those are what I'm like in/called, and what I'm just currently just monitoring. Monitoring is red, green is I'm in the trade, blue is I'm not really looking at it, and yellow is that like, oh well, screw the S&P and Dow Jones. But all right, y'all, that's all I had. If does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Nothing. All right. Well, thanks guys for hopping on. I appreciate it. I will be posting up the playback very shortly, and I hope let's have a really good profitable week. Let's get it.